The story of Raz Voj. Raz Voj never knew his parents. The abbot of the temple of Otrahaja had told him of their cruelty. Nobles of House Orion, too concerned with appearances and power to accept a child they deemed a burden, left on the monastery's cold stone steps. Raz grew up among the monks, learning discipline, selflessness, and the sacred art of balancing life and death. Yet, no amount of meditation could erase the sting of being cast aside. The abbot, a father figure Raz held above all others, grew frail with age. His breath rasped with effort, his hands shook, but his mind remained sharp. He summoned Raz one evening beneath the temple's sacred oak. "Raz," the abbot began, his voice trembling but resolute, "there is a task that only you can undertake. The sacred scrolls of my family, scrolls that hold secrets, to bridging realms, were stolen by a dark soul from beyond. You must retrieve them, for without them, the balance of our monastery's teachings will falter." The abbot's faith in him was absolute. Raz felt a swell of pride, but also fear. The abbot had warned of the scroll thief's immense power, and Raz knew he was not yet ready to face such a foe. He needed knowledge, strength, and clarity beyond what the temple had offered. With the abbot's blessing, he departed for the sprawling city of Solentine, a place of chaos and opportunity. Years later, in the town of Solentine, Raz felt like an intruder. The clamor of markets and the harsh shouts of vendors grated against his meditative nature. Yet he pushed forward, seeking masters who could teach him new forms of combat, healers who expanded his understanding of life and death, and sages who whispered of planes beyond this one. Each encounter shaped him, but his journey was arduous and isolating. One fateful evening, as Raz meditated on a hill overlooking the city, a voice echoed in his mind, a voice rich and resonant, filled with ancient wisdom. "You seek the scrolls, do you not?" the voice asked, silk and shadow entwined. "Your heart is noble, but your soul carries a burden. I can offer you a way to fulfill your quest, to become strong enough to face the darkness." Raz's heart raced. "What do you want in return?" "Only your truest desire," the mysterious voice replied. "Speak your wish and I will grant it." For the first time, Raz hesitated. He thought of the abbot, of the life he owed to the monastery, of the scrolls. But beneath it all, a yearning burned, a selfish, aching desire he had suppressed all his life. "I wish," he whispered, "for someone to have wanted me, for someone to have loved me as their own." In that moment, Raz felt himself unmoored from reality. Stars spiraled around him and his body dissolved into the currents of magic. Laughter, tinged with sorrow, followed him as he was pulled into etheria. When Raz awoke, he stood in a strange, vibrant land. He felt stronger, more attuned to the energies of life and death, but the weight in his heart remained. The deal was a cruel twist. Raz's wish had been granted, but not in the way he hoped. In etheria, he found memories that were not his own, visions of a life where he had been cherished, where House Orion had raised him with love and pride. But they were illusions, haunting reminders of a reality that would never be. Raz Voj pressed forward, seeking the scrolls in this strange new world, his heart heavy with the knowledge that his deepest wish could never truly be fulfilled. Though he wielded his powers with precision and grace, every act of healing or harm was a reminder of the fragile balance he sought not only in the world, but within himself.